But yeah. Caden's like really, really great with her. Hello. You playing? He's really caring with her. He makes her laugh all the time, and she is really, really hard to make laugh. She's so serious. Like, she'll smile a lot. She's really smiley. But like, as for trying to get her to laugh or anything like that, it's a real challenge. They're like little friends already. She follows him everywhere. Caden, for some reason, really likes to go in my room and play on my bed, because I just have the mattress on the floor because of Kayla, because she is still bed sharing with me, and you know, I obviously don't want her to have like a massive drop off if she rolls out of bed. So yeah, just the mattress on the floor, because it's not as high up. And he just loves going in there with, you know, all his favourite toys, his teddy, blanket, sheep. Who else is there? Teddy, blanket, sheep. Sometimes his Thomas hat, he's like really attached to it. And like a whole bunch of cars, and I've always got like all these kids' toys in my bed when I go to bed. I think there's actually a car like stuck like inside the doona, like the doona cover. So yeah. But yeah, she follows him in there, and they play in there together, and yeah, it's really cute. I'm really, really hoping that, you know, they stay like this close and sort of gentle and caring towards each other, you know, well into like their teen years. I know it's like probably pretty unlikely. I mean, I know it does happen, but it's like rare that elder brothers in their teens can be bothered, you know, putting up with their little sisters. But here's hoping. Caden is such a naturally gentle young boy that, yeah, it's possible. I mean, his dad's the same. His dad's really sort of mellow and wouldn't like hurt a fly. I mean, I don't even think if you provoked him, he would raise his hand. So Caden is turning out to be like exactly the same. So by mid-April, you know, within like the last week, she has just been pulling up on everything. She uses everything to stand up. Nothing is safe. Ugh, nothing is safe from this child. She puts... Oh, are you okay? Good girl. She puts everything in her mouth. She's got her hands on everything. I've had to start putting things up out of her reach. Caden was just not like this. He did not touch anything he wasn't supposed to. He never, ever put anything in his mouth. I don't know whether it was because of, you know, like his start in life. My hair is really bugging me, in case you hadn't noticed. It looks really flat and gross, and just ignore me if I'm messing with it a whole bunch, because I know that really annoys me when I watch videos and people are doing that. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know whether it's because, you know, Caden's had to a degree, some type of, how can I put it? Like, he's had bleeds in his brain, so obviously there's been a little damage inside his brain. And then just the prematurity and all that. I'm not sure whether that's the reason he was never that sort of a baby, but yeah, he just never was. I don't know, maybe it's just his personality, but I don't know, Kayla, to me, is what I consider like normal, like that sounds really mean, but like in comparison to Caden, but like what I mean is, like, she's your textbook sort of infant. Like, you know, when you read about them mouthing everything and putting their feet in their mouth and just all those really little things that parents of children with no issues, they don't sort of take any notice of. It's just like, oh, whatever, they're putting their foot in their mouth. To me, I see Kayla doing that, and Caden never did, so to me that's a major thing. It's like, oh my god, like, this is what a normal baby does, you know? Something, if that makes sense. Whatever, massive ramble. The other day, she actually tried to stand completely on her own in the middle of the lounge. What she had done is, she was standing with her hands and her feet on the floor and her butt straight up in the air, and she was like walking her hands backwards towards her feet. So she was pretty much like completely bent in half, really, with her butt in the air. And when she got her hands all the way back to her feet, she fell backwards and like just into the sitting position. And she's been doing that a lot, so I don't know, maybe standing on her own is coming soon. Around April 17th, so a few days ago, there was like 3 nights in a row she gave me hell. Oh my god, it was like the worst 3 nights I've ever had with her. I'd put her to bed, and then for no reason she would just wake up screaming her head off, like screaming the house down, no joke. I would go in there, you know, thinking she's hungry, I'd just offer her the breast. She wouldn't take it at all. Like, she didn't even try to latch on even for a little bit. She just refused it point blank. And then no amount of rocking, patting, singing, talking, shushing, nothing would get her to calm down. So I just pretty much had to lay there with her and just ride it out. And it, you know, lasted like about 20 minutes or so. So that happened for 3 nights in a row, just one time each night. And luckily she hasn't done it since, But yeah, after like 20, 30 minutes, she would suddenly just like turn into more of like whimpering, and then suddenly just be asleep, like it never even happened. So I've got no idea what the issue was. I'm wondering if maybe it's like teething related, but yeah, it doesn't really look like there's any teeth about to pop through. I don't know, she's not mouthing things any more than usual. She's not drooling. So who knows? I mean, who knows? Babies cry for no reason. Yeah, so now we're pretty much up to date with the last, pretty much up to what's been going on the last few days. So as you can hear, her babbling is, she pretty much babbles like non-stop all day. She's got so many sounds. Yeah, she like tries to have a little conversation with Caden. I would definitely say she's easily 8 kilos by now. And her capsule is actually up to 9 kilos. So I have been looking at new car seats to buy her. What I really want to get is, well, regardless, this is what I'm going to get, is a car seat that can extend rear face for extended period of time. And but all the ones that I've looked at say that they only rear face till like 6 months, which absolutely blows my mind, because it's a well-known fact and proven that rear facing for as long as possible, even, you know, when they're 2 years old, is what is best for them. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm really like a little bit pissed off that there isn't more of a range, or that these companies that are making them aren't making them to be safe for as long as possible, or whatever. I've only looked at 3 stores so far, and I wouldn't mind looking at a couple more, but there's really not a lot out there, and you know, I don't really have like $400-500 to spend on it, because I've also got to get Caden a new car seat. Yes, so lately her eating solids is getting so much better. Like, you can actually, the other day I'll stick in a video of it. Caden was eating a banana, and she crawled up to him really quick, and she was leaning on him and just looking up to him and trying to grab at it. So I told him to, you know, give her a little bit. He held it out to her, and she just took like a massive bite out of it. So she's really, really interested in solids now.
Good girl, good boy.
Now it's just a bit of a guessing game of sort of what can I give her. A little bit worried about her choking and all that, because at this point I really don't think there's any need for her to have purees. I mean, she's 9 months old. She's got 6 teeth. She's more than capable of handling, you know, soft lumps that she can chew with her teeth and mush with her tongue. So purees are they're over with, and I think giving her them would be a massive step backwards. She mostly, like, I'm pretty sure some is going down, but then she also plays with it a lot, and I think she's realised that, you know, if she puts her hand over the side of her high chair and lets go, it drops. So it's like a bit of a game to her. But yeah, she's definitely showing like a lot of interest in solids now. She's still doing swimming lessons. So far she has done 1 entire term, and the next term starts in 2 weeks time. She loves it. She goes under the water with like no issues. She doesn't cry or choke or anything like that. She seems to really love the water. She sort of goes really relaxed, and I don't know, just kind of mellows out. She kicks around a little bit, but not a whole bunch. As far as breastfeeding goes, it's going fantastic. No issues. At this point, she is feeding like up to 10-11 times a day, so a fair bit. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't had a blocked duct or any problems at all since that last one. Yeah, all going really well. She's gotten to the point now where I don't physically need to like direct, you know, the nipple into her mouth. She can just sort of search it out herself and latch on her own, which is awesome. Less work for me. I still have an oversupply, so I'm still producing way more than she needs. Over the last sort of week or so, she's been getting really cuddly. Like when she's tired, you know, she'll like rub her head in you, and like if it's at night in bed and she's moving a little bit, she'll come up. Or like during those 3 nights when she was just absolutely screaming her head off, and all I could really do was just lay there and sort of be with her. she was like really restless, crawling around a little bit, and she'd crawl up to me and she'd like plonk herself down on me and like snuggle into me. It was so cute. So she's starting to show affection. She tries to bite, and oh my god, if you stick your finger in her mouth, she bites down. She clamps down really hard. Her teeth are so sharp, and I'm definitely sure she realizes what she's doing, because she'll smile and giggle at you after she's bitten you. As I mentioned, we're still bed sharing. She's still in my bed at night. I could not imagine having to get up from my room and walk all the way into her room like 3 to 5 times a night. That is just not going to happen. I need my sleep too much for me to do that. So no, she's staying in my bed. As far as playing goes, she's more interested in playing with Caden's toys, like his cars, his trucks, and just all these toys. Like, she really doesn't show any interest in her toys. Usually she's always got one of Caden's cars in her hand. Her hair is extremely long in places. I'm getting like really sick and tired of people being like, hey, you need to cut her hair. It's like, seriously, it's not bothering her, it's not harming her. She's a little girl, for Christ's sake. I'm not cutting her hair. I mean, Caden, who's a boy, didn't have his hair cut till like after he was 1. I don't know, I think it's a mum thing. We just don't want to have our baby's hair cut. And I know, like, if I get it all cut, the same length so it was even, people would be like, oh, she looks like a boy, why'd you cut it so short? So, you can never friggin' please anyone. I just wish people would, like, shut up. She's still extremely serious. I did speak about this earlier, about how it's really hard to get her to, like, laugh. I mean, every now and then you can get a chuckle out of her, but it's pretty rare and you've really got to work for it. And she's always been like that, but yet she will just smile her head off, even at complete strangers. Frowns all the time, and that is a trait that comes from my side of the family. Like, all of my family frown. Always got like a constant frown on our face. I do it too. And yes, she definitely inherited that. She is a serious busybody. She has to know everything that's going on around her. She listens to everyone talking around her like she's fully, taking in all the gossip. If she's feeding and she hears a noise, like, that's it. She rips off and she's like looking to see what it was. So like whenever Veggie's here, I've got to make sure that he be's quiet, and Caden as well. Otherwise, it just really disrupts her and interrupts her feeding, which then, it like really annoys me. And that is really it. So this was a massively long vlog, and I'm also going to stick in a whole bunch of photos and video, because she has changed so much, and me sitting here and talking, blabbing on about it for ages is like, yeah, all good and well, but actually being able to see photos and video of it, it makes it a better viewing experience, if you ask me. Okay, so I am definitely going to try and keep up to date with these vlogs, because when I leave it so long, like, 2 months, then I end up with vlogs that are this long, and I've got so much to talk about, and there's more chance I'm going to leave stuff out. And I mean, these vlogs are not only for other people to watch and sort of follow along, but also it's a way that I can document sort of her younger years, what I've been going through. And I mean, you forget things so quick, so it's good to have this as like a memory to look back on. And I mean, maybe when she's older she'll want to know about all this, so I can be like, look, I've done video diaries of it, that you can go and look back on. But yeah, I gotta go because she needs a feed, and I'm hungry too, and she needs a bath. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and keep up to date with them, but I know I haven't been, so we'll just see how it goes. I can't promise anything. I still need to do the winners from the competition that I did not long ago. I'll get onto that when I can. I haven't really had a chance to do it, but I will do that as soon as I can. I haven't forgotten, so don't worry. Okay, that is it for, what is it, I guess her is it 7 and 8 or 6 and 7 month postpartum? I don't know, but she is, what is she? I think she's, what's today, the 21st? She is, oh, don't touch that. She is 9 months, 1 week, and like 2 days old today, so yeah. Alright, gotta go. Bye. Just wanted to put in a real quick clip of Kayla. Now that she's awake and she's had a bath. Look, there's that frown I was talking about. You are such a frowner. Yes, you are. Who's that pretty girl? Who's that pretty girl? She looks bald, but she's not. It's just because her hair's wet. Isn't it? It's wet. Hey? Who's that pretty girl? Me, baby? Ugh. See her big fat belly. Hey, who's a chubby bubby? Oh, look, she's getting so big. Look at those chubby legs. Hey, there she is. You're trying to grab it, aren't you? Hey? Her hair has lightened a lot. It was like real dark when she was born. And her eyes, which you're not going to be able to tell, but when she was born, they looked black, and now you can definitely tell that they're brown, so they've lightened as well. Haven't they? But her hair, I can't believe how much it's lightened. It's nowhere near as dark as mine, that's for sure. Look at that frown, mysterious. Mysterious with the big old chubby cheeks. Chubby. Ah, there's a smile. Beep. You're hungry. You just ate. Yes, you're hungry. You're looking at yourself, aren't you? Hi, baby. Look how serious she is. Ugh. Gosh. You're so serious. Look at your hair. It looks funny when it's like flat against her head and wet. Usually it looks prettier than that. You'll see it in all the photos that I put in, what it looks like when it's dry. Oh, don't touch. Have you lost an earring? Oh my god, you've lost your earring. I've got to go. Bye.